Alrighty, good morning everybody. Welcome back. We are live once again in Calgary, Alberta, Canada for the Len Sbitney Memorial Day number 2. Happy Saturday morning everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We are locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll. My name is Grant. I'm sitting beside the one and only Mr. Benny Franchise Francis. How are you this morning, Ben?
I'm good. I'm great.
Very good.
Excited to be here. Excited to watch some more fantastic pool today.
I would agree. Q Sports 2 Live.
Oh, very good.
Wellingborough Q Sports 2.
That sounds like a British thing. Wellingborough?
It must be.
We're just watching on YouTube. There's another Q Sports Live, but it's called Q Sports 2 Live. Very good, you guys. Shout out to whoever did that. That's
right?
Very creative. Way to think outside the box.
Right?
So underway here, Brian Sawick to the table. Looks like, did he make a ball on the break? He did.
Indeed.
First to the table. He actually donated the cup for this tournament.
Yeah,
he
we'll
had
put
it
that up.
Custom made and donated it. Yeah, we got some cool posters. And he opens with a real nice shot.
Got a little funny on the 3, but not
Safe,
really a
safety
good
time, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't really a good offensive
Opportunity.
spot. Yeah. And good morning, Adam. Lance, how are you this morning? Buck, how you doing?
Thanks for sharing, everyone. Of course, as always. Oh, he does go for the pot, but that was tricky. I think the safe was probably the right play there.
Yeah, but I like the aggressive nature first thing in the morning.
There's something to be said about first game, too. Maybe you go for a couple more shots because you try to loosen up the arm. And your opponent maybe won't necessarily run out the first rack because they're a little nervous, too.
Of course, yeah. You got to get the old elbow grease warmed up. Mm-hmm. Lord knows that me and Morning Pool, we go together like fire and ice.
I started practicing early in the morning, so if anybody wants to play a match at 8 a.m., I'm probably unstoppable now. It's the only time of day I get to practice.
I'll tell you,
it's early now.
You can keep those morning 8 a.m. matches.
Yeah, I'm probably not very good at midnight anymore because I never play late.
Well, I don't know if that's quite true. I mean,
I'd be okay.
You can't forget that you're Mr. Ben Francis.
It'd be okay.
Sticky
hopefully.
pocket. Does he get the jelly rub?
He doesn't, but this is a long way away for early in the morning. But Georgios, he put up a good match yesterday, went hill, and then had the only run out of the match. His opponent broke dry, and he ran out. The only out of the match. It was similar to my match. The only run out of the match was the last game. It's nice to close out strong.
Oh, great shot.
Oh, that was a really nice shot.
How well did he hit that?
Unfortunately, got a little lucky, lying dead straight on this 4. Thankfully, we're playing with traditional pool balls. No goofy colors, so the 4 is purple, 5 is orange. Just going to get the extension out here. Very important to have that tool in your pool case, I think.
I would agree.
If you're a 9-foot player.
I play with mine on all the time. Never comes off.
Mm-hmm.
But I find being a taller fella that it actually works well.
I've seen a lot of the tall guys that take it off when they're near the rail or over a ball.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't need as much cue. Like the kind of theory is you choke up a little when you're on the rail.
Yeah. I just move my hands up a little bit.
And then the balance can be a little tricky.
Balance can be a little tricky,
but
for
if
sure.
You can figure it out. You're an accomplished and experienced enough player to figure it out.
I don't know. I would say I'm accomplished. I've got a lot of decent experience.
You won the Canadian Championships one time. Team Championships.
Oh, God, no, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
I was...
But we wouldn't have won if it wasn't for you, so you won.
Well, I don't know if I would quite go that far. I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't know if I would quite go that far.
Good thing it's not up to you.
Yeah, right. It was...
that was a fun one. I was reminiscing the other day because that tournament just occurred, right?
It did, yeah. It brought back a lot of memories. I think I
bet.
I may have mentioned that once or twice
nice.
While I was there.
Nice shot.
Yeah, really well done.
Morning, Gord.
Good morning, Mr. Gord Kerr. Gord's all excited to meet you and I when CCS Canadians happens here in Calgary.
Oh, Westerns, Westerns, for sure. I think he's going to bring me some chalk, too. Nice guy. That Gord. Yeah, I'll definitely be, I'll be down there chumming around, as always. Oh, that never goes in on these tables.
If it was new cloth, that might have had a chance.
That's correct.
But, I don't know that.
It's just worn enough that they'll hang up.
Yep.
I actually love the playability of this cloth right now. The way it's playing right now is perfect in my eyes.
Yeah.
Not too fast, not too slow. Well, not even close to slow, but not too fast, and just the right amount of grip. And, you know, balls aren't slopping in, which is nice to see, too.
I agree. And good morning, Mr. Dean Warren. How are you this morning?
Good to see everyone. I haven't been able to do much Q Sports Live lately, so I've definitely missed it. I know when we do a lot of it, it gets a little wearing, but when you don't do it for a while, it's kind of like you miss it a little, you know?
For sure. I just had my fair share of commentary in Vegas.
Yeah, thankfully you were holding down the fort while I was busy boy.
Yes.
But I should be able to get back on the road a little more now. Like, this event was a big one, of course.
Of course.
I had to pour everything into this one for the last month or so, but, you know, summer's fastly approaching, so should be able to take a little time off here and there and maybe play some big events. I'm looking forward to playing a couple of big ones this year. So
yeah, well, and it's so I mentioned, I don't know if you went back and watched your match on the stream, but I was mentioning through your match it was going to be interesting to see the dynamic of how you play now versus how you were prior to taking over management at Leather Pocket, because I know your practice time really hasn't been the same since.
Not even close. Yeah. Cut by 90% or so, maybe even more, 95%. I'm only playing 5% of what I was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was a couple of misses there in early games.
Early games. Yeah, I missed the 3-ball in game 2. That was just
it was uncharacteristic.
Well, I was going to shoot it, and then I stood up and second guessed, and just never do that. Just shoot the ball.
Yeah,
you know what to
there
do, right?
Get it done.
Well, that's when I play my best, is just fire.
Well, I said yesterday when Ben's on his game, he moves pretty quick around the table, faster than Mr. Jackie Chan in a fight scene.
That's right.
When you're ready to rock
and I've actually been trying to pick up the pace more. Like, you haven't seen me play too much as of recent because you've been traveling, but I've been playing even faster lately.
Holy Hannah. Well, it's funny because as much as you and I, typically are on the mic together, it's been a minute since that's happened.
It has been a while.
And really, we haven't had a lot of time. I'm home for a week and then I'm gone, and then I'm home for a week and then I'm gone. And we don't have much of a chance to kind of get reacquainted, get caught up, because I'm obviously really busy with Jam Up. You're busy doing your thing here at Leather Pocket.
Yeah, and you're off again soon.
Tomorrow.
And this will be the next big event we have at Leather Pocket, but it's in conjunction with the Hidden Spot for the first time ever, so really looking forward to this.
Yeah, that'll be a nice little event, March 12th to 14th, 3-person team, happening both here at Leather Pocket as well as the Hidden Spot.
And you're watching the organizer right here, Mr. Zigopoulos. He's a big part of that fundraising scene for Huntington's disease. If you don't know what it is, just Google it. Yeah, I think everybody should know what it is. Very, very scary disease that there's no cure for, so...
Look at this table.
Very near and dear to Georgios, of course, to run that tournament every year. But I love that we can be involved and help them try to raise money for it.
I agree. Really important cause.
And Calgary pool scene is amazing for this kind of stuff. Just out of this world. We have all these great players in here this weekend remembering Len Sbitney, but a lot of them donated stuff to the silent auction, money to the prize fund, sponsors. It's just been great. Everybody always just comes together for these things. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We're very, very lucky here in Calgary.
We're spoiled.
We are very spoiled. And believe me, I've traveled. You've traveled.
Yeah.
We've kind of been around the block a little bit, and we are a very, very lucky group.
I was just explaining to Peyton, who was here, the server, about how, people sort of listen to us, right? I was explaining how, you guys get your meals covered and whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I kind of just gave them a ballpark of where we've been, and it made like a circle around North America.
Yeah.
Like Nanaimo to Sacramento to Texas to Chicago to Charlottetown to Toronto, and it made just like this circle around the border of North America.
Times.
It's amazing.
Vegas is in there, and
crazy Arizona,
Montana.
It's been everywhere.
Yeah. And that's a pretty awesome compliment, Nick, on YouTube. Glad to hear Ben and Grant back together again. You guys are the Abbott and Costello of announcing. Love you guys. That's pretty cool.
I've always thought we were more of the Bob and Doug, but
Bob and Doug McKenzie for sure.
Good shot from Georgios there. Nice little safety. That wasn't easy to execute, getting the 2 and the cue ball to a good spot there. He was definitely playing safe. And yeah, Gord's going to Vegas after Calgary. Grant's going to be
in
Vegas, probably just
multiple
working jam
times.
up booth or doing what he does best.
For VNEA, it's only going to be jam up. I won't be playing. I won't be playing much of anything.
And we haven't heard anything about the stream, so we're hoping.
I have heard.
Oh, you have heard?
I have.
Is somebody streaming it?
No, nobody is streaming.
See, that's what I didn't want to hear.
Yeah. Nobody is streaming. They the board got together and decided that this year they're not going to do it.
Maybe a lack of funds after COVID kind of thing.
Yeah,
could
let
be
everybody
kind
of recover. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think with the technology now, I mean, minus you miss our great commentary, Bob and Doug commentary, but but people can stream from their phone pretty easily now. It's pretty accessible, right?
Yeah. I'll still be there. Jam Up's going to have a booth there.
Look at this shot. Oh, my goodness. He almost got right on that 8. But he got
almost
the 2 safe.
Perfection. Yeah, it's separating safety, not containing, but still effective nonetheless. Now, I know a particular Ben Francis might shave the eyes off of that 2 ball.
Yeah, I don't know if I try that. I might thin the other side of it. This is okay. This is containing.
Yeah, that works.
This is what we refer to as containing safety.
I agree.
Gord says, sorry, can't be at the tournament. Call maybe Crystal Palace Keys and make a donation. I appreciate that, Gord. Thank you, sir. Just shoot me a message. I'll be real busy all day, so I won't really have time for a phone call, but I could call you on Monday, or you could just shoot me a message and I'll respond when I can.
Oh, great shot.
Oh, my goodness. Georgios.
Georgios bringing the heat this morning.
He came to play.
On a cool, chilly Saturday morning here in Calgary.
It wasn't as nice as it was the last few days.
I agree. Sure. She was frosty this morning.
This is a tricky little shot.
It is.
Especially early because your arm wants to decelerate a little more in the morning, I find.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, great chance for Brian here to get his feet wet in this match. You love to get on the board early. You don't want to be going down, 3-0, 4-0. It gets pretty tough.
No doubt. Getting to the 4 here is a little tricky.
You got to go around the world.
Oh, wow. Hits it about as good as you possibly could.
This is a nightmarish shot.
It is. Can you just kind of float that in and just get past that side pocket?
I hate floating this shot in. Yeah, I'd almost rather shoot it to the other corner, and what a shot that was.
Shot the eyes off that
He
ball.
made it look way easier than it was. That was a way tougher shot than he made it look.
I would agree.
Gord, I will call you on Monday, sir. Sounds good. A couple other great matches going on around the room. We were trying to figure out who to pick for the stream here. Oh, no, Brian's missed the ball. But we've got
Larry
Haslett,
Walper and
Rick Glenn. That's the barn burner of this round, I think.
I agree.
But we got Tim Haslett playing John Pay Pompey next to us is a good one, and Tim is up 3-0.
Wow.
So
get him, Tim.
There's some stuff unfolding there. CSL, IPL league players, they play okay.
They know what they're doing.
That's Tim.
They play well under pressure.
Tim's a good player, too. I've known Tim for years. He's always been a great player.
And lots of great support from surrounding areas. I think Edmonton, Red Deer, Stephen Fullen came from Vancouver, BC.
Yeah, Stan and Stephen made the trip with Woody Nilsson. Mason Mackey's here working, but Mason is also from out that way.
Yeah, lots of great support for this event, and can't thank you guys enough for showing up. Obviously, the first event is something special. Oh, no, Ziggy.
Oh, my goodness.
Tried to cheat a little bit.
Just to
got caught with the diamond.
Just to get straight on the 9. All that to get straight on the 9.
Yeah,
just
which
take a
you
little
don't
angle,
need, right? You don't need to be dead straight on that 9 ball.
But as Grant was saying there, yeah, we really appreciate all the support for this event. And I just want to make a note. Oh, my goodness, what is going on here? Morning pool, everyone.
Morning pool, indeed. Good morning, Brian.
I just want to make a note that everybody that's donated to the cause here, we really appreciate it. It's going to go to the family, Len's family. And everything from here on after that we raise will go to the Heart and Stroke Foundation, which is very, very near and dear to my family. As anybody who knows me would know, it's a big deal in my family. So we donate every year to the cause. This is the cup that that Mr. Sawick donated, by the way. And just to finish that thought, I still have the fundraiser posted on my personal Facebook if anybody'd like to go donate to the Heart and Stroke Foundation. My son was doing the jump rope for heart at school, cool. And he raised the most money out of anyone in his school, so he got to pie his principal yesterday. It was the
I bet he
coolest
was just
thing
in
ever.
Heaven.
And he had experience, as you'd know, at pieing people, so he gave him the swirl.
Oh, that's good.
It was perfect.
That is so good.
And
good
the
morning,
whole
Bert.
school was cheering him on, every
no doubt.
class, right? Yeah. Every grade.
No doubt. Well, I mean, listen, it's one of those things that's pretty near and dear to both of you.
Mm-hmm. And I think, and it should be noted, there's a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of bad charities, but there's some bad charities out there.
Yeah, there is.
Heart and Stroke, 100% of the donations go straight to the cause. There's no
messing around.
It's not UNICEF. Let's just put it that way.
That's a good one, too.
But very close to home. Just, Len, the player we're having this tournament for, he passed from heart disease. So we're all for raising as much money as we can for that cause and try to help everyone we can. There's amazing surgeons and stuff, but it's not free, so we need to try to keep raising as much money as we can for research and
try to get whatnot. It a thing of the past.
It's very curable in a lot of ways. Heart disease can be, and preventable.
Nice control there off that back rail. Hey,
very nice. That's a tricky little shot with the ball hanging. As anybody who watches or plays a lot of pool, they know that one sucks when the ball's hanging. It's very tricky.
So true. Snowing big time in Edmonton.
Yeah, it's coming this way.
Couldn't happen to a nicer place. And you just remember, Mike, you'll keep it up there.
Yeah.
Won't be sending that down to Calgary.
No, it's coming. It's coming. We're getting a little bit this weekend. Yeah. But they said it's 2 centimeters or something. It's not going to stick. It's too warm, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so long as it's I'm gone for 3 weeks. So
yeah, you're not. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Right.
Don't matter to you.
I was hoping that it would, just hold off until I'm gone, and then you can snow all 3 weeks if you want.
Let's see if Georgios can close out this rack. The 8-9 is just a little bit tricky, especially if you leave the cue ball here on the 7. Wow, now you're on the total wrong side of the 7.
Well, and the 7 goes by the 9 ball, so in my thought, maybe play position on the 7 to go past the 9 instead of trying to hold it.
Yeah, I don't know if he can hold it. So much angle, right?
Yeah.
I think he's got to go the other way and maybe take a flick of the 9.
Yeah.
Just flick it. You might make it,
when
but
he played the
might
6
go
ball,
rail
though.
first, flick it, and it'll send the cue ball towards it. Watch this. See how it kind of flicked it and went towards the 8 a bit?
For sure.
It could have worked, but he didn't make the 7, so it didn't matter. Oh, thanks, Mike, for that. Don't send it our way. We appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Maybe send it to Vancouver. They don't get it often enough.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, Calgary, Edmonton, we get our fair share.
Just send some to Vegas on Tuesday, yeah.
Well, I think it would be generous of Alberta to share in the snow experience, and therefore I think we should send it off to Vancouver.
That's right. I guess Vegas had some snow last time you guys were there.
Oh,
right?
yes. Yeah. It was not normal Vegas weather.
Good shot for Brian there, looking at 2-1 lead here. And definitely should be noted, he is a slight underdog in this match. There's no secret there.
I would agree. He does not play a lot of 9-foot table.
Yeah, and on paper, definitely, the Fargo is saying he's a small underdog here, so a 2-1 lead he'll be thrilled with.
I agree. Just like that. That's how the stuff gets done.
This is the man we're here for this weekend, Mr. Sbitney.
Show him this one now, this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, this is great. I want to give a big shout out to Ben DeWolf, who has been an amazing help. He helped me put up that jersey for Len there, and we cleaned up the Hui jersey and put it back up. And Ben has just been like so much help. I couldn't have done any of this stuff without him. And his wife Maria, they're just amazing people.
I would agree. And what a great tribute in Len's Pool Hall. I was mentioning yesterday that, he is still, because I'm not ready to say he's not, but he is in my mind still a staple of the Calgary pool scene. And what better way to have a memorial than to see that jersey or his leather pocket shirt hanging up there beside
It's very fitting that it's quite a bit smaller than Hui's jersey, because right? Len was not a big guy. He's like my size, Somebody said I should wear like a checkered button down with suspenders and a small pair of jeans this weekend. Wouldn't that be great?
That would have been so awesome.
If I could have found that stuff, I totally would have.
That would have been really cool.
Mini Len.
Yep.
Younger Len, not mini, because we're the same size.
Yeah. You're both vertically challenged.
We're both mini, yeah.
In that sense, but and he also gets the legacy of the pool hall continuing, and I got to give credit where credit is due. In two cases, one for Sonia, his daughter, stepping up and trying to do justice with the pool hall.
Not easy.
No, and then even yourself, Ben, you had some pretty big shoes to fill. Taking over for Jeff Wanless.
Yeah, I really appreciate that too. It has been very big shoes to fill.
Yeah,
trying to
but
fill.
I think you've done
both those.
I think you've done a pretty sporty job.
I think I've done okay too.
I think so.
I'm gonna pat myself on the back this time. I don't usually do that, but
yeah. The mental image, right?
Of me in the suspenders.
Oh yeah, that's deadly. Look at this.
Does he tuck behind the six? Oh my goodness, what a shot! That's a little table tap worthy, that shot.
I agree.
And this is kind of like...
This is tough.
And you know what this does? It's like, for Georgios, he's like, I lost the last game, but I'm still the favorite in this match, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And Brian is going...
a statement.
Brian is going, I won the last game, but I'm still the underdog in this match. They're both thinking the same thing right now after that shot. It was that good.
That was a really good shot.
Can you see the rail with some spin? This would be a heck of a hit.
Really just close. A little too much on that.
Real good effort.
But even if he doesn't hit with quite that much spin, he still has to watch out to come into the side horns there.
Yeah, that was a really tricky little hit.
And thank you, Daryl.
Thanks, Daryl. Appreciate
that for sure.
And
this has all been Ben though. I'm not going to take any credit.
Well, Grant did set up all the stream and stuff.
I did.
I couldn't do it without your help either, right? Otherwise, nobody would know we're here that much.
Well, true. True. But, I mean, as far as organizing and putting the event on and dealing with all those details, that's all Ben.
Well, Larry Walper.
Ben,
really, Larry's so helpful. And now Steph running the event, amazing.
Yeah.
I know for sure that I could never do an event this size without those two people. There's no chance.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even try it without Larry.
No.
If Larry said I don't want to do it, I'd be like, okay, then we're not doing it.
Yeah.
But I know Larry stepped up right away. As soon as we had the idea of the tournament, Larry was like, yeah, I'm going to be a big part.
Nice.
So he had the take-home trophies made, which we'll put up on the screen in between racks.
With myself, it was kind of a myriad of roller coaster of emotions because originally I didn't get in, and then I did get in, and I was on the list, and then I had to not play because I was not going to be here at all for it.
Yeah.
And then I was going to be here, not leaving till Tuesday. So then I was mad because I didn't get to play. And, of course, that all changed. And now I'm here today until 4:30, and that's that.
Yep.
I leave tomorrow and gone for 3 weeks.
Oh, you know what you barely ever see, and maybe you can catch on the YouTube replay, is a skid with these balls. You almost never see these balls skid. And the other thing I want to note about the skid is everybody's using Town Chalk nowadays.
Yeah.
But Brian, as you can just see, put a piece of Master Chalk down on the table. If everybody just used Town Chalk, the ball would never skid. I swear it.
Right? Tiff, I am headed off on a 3-week venture. So I leave tomorrow, and I am flying from Calgary to Seattle, then from Seattle to Spokane. Damien picks me up at the airport, and we don't even stop. We get into the car, we drive to at least Boise, Idaho. We'll stay overnight and then continue the rest of the journey driving to Vegas. I'm in Vegas for 5 days and then drive all the way back to Spokane, stay in Spokane for a week, and then make the long trek of a drive from Spokane all the way across to the East Coast and Philadelphia.
That's the expo, right?
Yeah.
The Super Billiard Expo.
Billiards Expo, and then I'm there for about a week. Make the drive all the way back across to Spokane, and then from Spokane up to Calgary. And then I get, I think, 2.5 weeks at home before I'm off again.
Thank you, Marvin. It's Canada's finest on commentary, and when he grows up, he wants to shoot like me.
What, Marvin? You don't want to shoot like me?
You mean when you grow down?
Yeah.
Like as you get older, you get shorter, so
yes,
maybe you
very
will.
True.
You know. And
what's going on, David?
Adam Sidlitz says, "Is it really that much better than Predator Chalk?" Town is better than Predator Chalk, and let me tell you, I'm a huge Predator fan.
Although
I know they're coming out with maybe something a little better.
It's already out. And
the pool chalk?
Review,
oh,
yes.
Yeah. No, not like the pool room chalk.
Yes.
The big box?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tyler Steyer is a big proponent of Predator's new chalk. He says it goes head-to-head with Town.
That's to be determined. I'm such a huge fan of Town. I just think they really got it right.
Yes. I liken that to us saying the thumper was where it's at until the rush came out.
Yeah.
And you are welcome for the stream cue ball control on YouTube. What's going on? Jaworski pool practice, Mr. Andrew.
This is real thin. Oh, he didn't go for the pot. I'm really surprised he didn't go for the pot there.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll see if Brian can punish him a little. This is a big shot in this match. 3-1 is a good lead when you're the underdog in the match, right?
That's huge.
And he's not a massive underdog in this match. It's just a small underdog. So,
My man tuning back in from Scotland, Mr. David Twigg. How are you, my good man?
Yeah, that's a tricky little shot because the side play was in there, in the way for the cue ball there if you drew it too much, which will make you take your eye off the 7, and the pot on the 7 was hard enough.
Yeah, I got lots of trips, Tiff. That's just one, and then I'll be back down to Vegas another, 2 or 3 times. I've got a trip to Orlando, Florida to go to. I've got potentially China, potentially Croatia. For sure, I will be in Puerto Rico.
Or you may be doing Japan.
I could be doing Japan as well.
Is that the one? Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I'd love to go to Japan. So maybe next year I'll come with you.
Yeah.
Get me a job in the jam-up booth or something.
We got you, buddy.
I am very surprised he missed that ball. This is morning pool at its finest, folks.
It sure is. But Brian's going to be a little bit hampered here shooting off the beach.
Again, not an easy shot. Very, very tricky. And it's going to be hard to get close to straight in on the 9. He's going to have to just kind of take angle or just pump it and try to get straight. But then the pot is way tougher. Sometimes in pool, you just got to take what you can get. And I like to take what I can get on the 9 because I don't have to play shape on another ball. Now all I got to do is pot it and keep the cue ball on the table.
That's right. Good morning on YouTube, GWN.
Yeah, swing by later. My sister there in the Facebook. Puppy sitting 8 puppies.
Georgios to square the match here with the pot on the 9 ball. Grabs the extension. And indeed he does. Does exactly that. And we got to give a huge shout out, as Ben mentioned earlier, a lot of support for this event and some really, really great sponsors coming through for it. DCL Labor and Contracting, of course, that is Ben DeWolf and company. And then, of course, Mr. John Ditto with Remax Realty. And then we have, of course, Aaron Arganoza, Nissan Royal Oak, all supporters and sponsors of this event. And we can't say enough thank yous to everybody involved. I know there were some other donators that didn't want to be mentioned. They just wanted to kind of donate and be that silent contributor. So hats off and congratulations and thank you to those guys as well. Michael, that goes pretty much without saying. If ever anybody ever thinks as to whether I should get a Timmy's or not, or whether I would want one or not, the answer to that is always yes.
And I'm good, Mike. Thank you, though. I appreciate that.
I never say no, Michael. So if you would be obliged, I will certainly, I will even buy yours for you. But I'm an extra large, 3 sugar, 2 cream.
I'm going to stay away from the too much sugar today. Sugar and pool don't mix too well. I'm not like as disciplined as maybe Stan, but I'm trying to be a little more disciplined lately.
CJ on Facebook says, "Good day, gentlemen. Thanks for the always wonderful pool stream. Keep up the great work. We will do our best," and we appreciate the compliment there as well. Sophie and I say good morning. Good morning to you as well, Darcy.
And Gord says there's $65,000 added event happening in September in Tallahassee. Sounds interesting. Amateur. I feel like September is when the Canadians are in Toronto. That's going to be an event I'm going to go to this year.
Yes.
Because I want to try to get my nose in the world pool scene, so I need to play that event to get the invites to the World Championships.
It is true.
And if I win them, then I don't need to get the invite. I just qualify. I think like top 2 in the 9-ball got a spot. Steven just got a spot and everything because
that's not going to do it.
He won everything. But yeah, wow. So if you're new to pool, he didn't get a rail after he contacted the ball. Oh, and I'm conflicted here. Is Giorgio supposed to pick up that ball? This is where I get so conflicted in pool. Wow. Thankfully, it didn't matter.
What a shot, though.
Yeah, what a beautiful shot. But so what do? You pick up the ball, right?
For what?
You pick up the cue ball? He didn't get a rail, right? Giorgio's on the shot before? Maybe I'm seeing something different.
No, he totally fouled.
Yeah.
Did Ryan not see it?
I guess not, because he just shot it from where it was. But that's what I'm wondering. Like, do you pick it up, I think, right?
100%.
You don't even wait for them to ask. You just pick it up.
I do.
Sometimes, I don't know, I'm conflicted with that one. Like, if they ask, for sure, I just pick it up, right?
Nah, I'm just going to.
But I don't know. Like,
I'm just giving it up.
Yeah, I think it's good to just pick it up, right? I think that's what you should do, right?
Yes.
Ideally.
I know I fouled. I don't need any kind of.
But sometimes it's in a big event. It's like, pay attention, right?
No, but
why aren't you watching? Right?
But I don't need an acknowledgement from my opponent to know whether I fouled or not.
It shouldn't be like that. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, and I like that these kind of things happen, so we can try to maybe somewhat educate the viewers too, right? They can have an idea of what to look for.
I sneak it in, Gord. Ben doesn't know it, but I do. In my handy little LP cup.
Staff is allowed. We don't expect staff to only ever drink leather pocket
coffee. Could you imagine how owly I would be?
Yeah.
If I don't have my Tim's coffee.
As long as you
it's more for Ben's life-saving
that's right.
techniques. That's why he lets me do it.
Yeah, I like this from CJ too. You don't need ball in hand if you just walk up and bury the ball in the middle of the pocket like he did. He made a heck of a shot there when he
sure did. Nice catch on the
see that right?
Stick.
Just caught it.
You didn't think I caught that,
I'm
but
a little
I sure did.
I'm a little rusty, so you never know when an F-bomb might slip or something too.
Right? Good catch, though.
That was
quick.
Pretty good for the morning.
That was really quick for the morning.
I slept for like
I'm
7
proud of
hours
you right
last
now.
night. About 6.5 hours of sleep I had. It was great.
Yeah, that's some decent amount.
Yeah,
I don't know if I quite got that much, but
I don't know if I always catch them, but and that one's not the worst of all of them, but I still don't want to say that word. It's not a good word.
Yes, I'm not staff. I'm just part of the furniture that they have to clean up and look after.
He's staff this weekend.
I'm unpaid staff, yes. It is very true. Nah, the leather pocket always takes care of us while we're here.
Yeah, they've always been so good to us.
Yes, and now with Ben at the helm, not that I'm saying this to take advantage, but
no,
I would definitely assume that patronage will continue.
Very, very valuable. I know the value more than most, right?
Yes, you do.
So, and I'll ensure that the rest of the people around here realize that as well. So,
well, I'll say this: I certainly put in my best efforts.
Yeah,
it's not always the best commentary. Sometimes I have my misclicks, and I've got life to deal with, same as everybody else.
That's
but
right.
I try to keep whatever's.
Are
oh my
you
goodness!
Kidding me? There's no way he just missed that.
Wow, he Pagulioned it.
No, that was way. Pagulion's cue ball was on the rail. This one was out in the middle of the table. He's not that. I'll tell you right now, that kind of miss is really hard to recover from.
I agree.
Really hard.
I agree. No, hey, Gord, I get it.
This is almost where you see, like, what somebody's made of.
Yeah.
Can you recover from that?
Well, I like what Brian's doing, is not running in and rushing and
oh, my goodness, he didn't even hit the ball. He whiffed the ball. He whiffed it. The look on his face is surprised. He's like, wow. Not supposed to concede balls, but it's okay. Just a warning. It's just a warning. Yeah, but it's just a warning. It's okay. You're okay. Yeah. No, it's all right. No big deal.
Good
you marked
morning.
Brian, but it was Giorgio.
Oh, yes. Sorry, my bad.
We would have expected it to be Brian after that.
Right?
But
and good morning to you, Mr. Wayne.
Morning pool is, that's what happens. What's the Fargo right on these guys? Kirk wants to know.
Fargo rate, I would assume. Good auto correct.
Yeah. Darn auto cucumber.
Right? Auto cucumber. Oh, God, Ben, I love it. Good one, sir. Very good one.
Let me look up these Fargos, because I am actually curious. I know Giorgio's is a little bit higher, but I'm curious how close it actually is. So Brian's 4.76, but he only has 280 games.
He is not a 4.76.
Yeah, no, he's way better than that. That's why I knew this is kind of not going to be that.
Mm-hmm. I think you're witnessing, CJ, I think you're witnessing the morning yips.
And 5.64 is Giorgio's. And I think Giorgio's is more like a 6.10, 6.20 most times, too.
I agree.
But it's weird. They both don't have very many games, so.
Not in the system.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. 277 is the games. I just hit 7,000.
Yeah.
7,000 games in Fargo. Check this out.
Mm-hmm.
740 with 7,000.
Wow.
It was 741 before league last week.
And what happened?
I lost one game out of 5.
Oh, well.
And still drop a point. How brutal is that, right? No, it was probably from the tournament, too. Sunday?
Yeah.
I think I lost.
You should see or not see my Fargo rating now.
I don't even want to know. It's not accurate. Yeah, CJ.
I'm under 600.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
I guess, yeah. Well, you haven't played, right?
I am well under 600 now.
You haven't played. Oh, not well under.
597. That's not my speed.
You just don't play enough.
I don't.
That's the difference. Am I putting in matches in the system?
Yeah, all of our league matches through Leather Pocket goes in.
Yeah, all the tournaments, all the league matches. It's the only way to ensure that the system actually works.
Is Georgios going for the 3 foul
to
rule?
Input all the games. So I'll tell you what's wrong with this. How do you get the next one? The one's going to be in nowhere land, right? Is that right? Where's the next foul?
And that's, it's a fairly easy. Yeah, not from there. That's a fairly easy jump shot.
I don't know if I like that shot. I don't know how I feel about that shot. I feel like he should have just, like where the 1 was, I think he just slides across and plays a 2 in the right-hand side, and then all the balls are there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he did get ball in hand. I thought there's no way he's getting ball in hand here.
Yeah,
I don't
even
know
if you jump over top.
I thought Brian would jump it too, yeah, like you said.
Well, okay. So, I mean, now Georgios.
Well, now he can freeze on the 6, but I still don't like it. Like, he kind of put the 1 out in nowhere land when he played that first safety.
Mm-hmm.
I like, when you're trying to go for the 3 foul, try to leave the ball near some other balls.
Yeah.
So that if you do get ball in hand again, you can play a nice tight safety.
Put him up with some soldiers.
Because even here, like, sure, he can chip the 1 to the left side rail, put the 1 near the 4-5, put the cue ball on the 6. But if the 1 got lost, like, just a little further up table, which it could have, then it'd be much more difficult. I think you can get both balls safe here. This might be a real good one. This might be a real good one because the 2-7's going to block everything too. Yeah. Look at this. There's nothing there.
Well,
there's a Z shot.
Efren Reyes Z shot is.
And it's hard to judge the 4s in play a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It was a good shot there.
And so just like I was saying, now look if he gets ball in hand and nothing moves. How easy is the next safety?
Yeah.
I think this is
right? 3.
He's on 2 already?
He's on 2 already.
Okay. Did he warn him? Did he tell him he was on 2 is the question.
Nope.
You got to tell him he's on 2. But you don't necessarily have to if the guy just knows he 3 fouled, right? Yeah. Then it's okay. I don't know who broke first. If it was indeed 3 fouls.
It was.
I didn't. Oh, yeah. Right. Because he had ball in hand when he played the first safety.
Correct.
Duh. See, now, I thought I was awake, but I'm not. Oh, and you thought you were awake, but it's 4-2.
Oh, jeez. That's twice I've done that.
Oh, now it's 4-2 the other way.
Wow. There we go.
Well executed on the last safety. Put him in absolute jail there.
Yep, I agree.
It's a good shot. That's a nice way to win a game because you kind of really put a little something in your opponent's head, too.
Yeah, you do.
As we saw in the Fall Classic when I did it to Steven.
Oh, yeah.
I tilted the poor kid. I've never tilted him before. It was great.
My best 3 foul that I've ever had was against Edwin. Eric Vargas.
Oh, Eric. That's pretty close to Edwin, yeah.
It is.
It's almost the same thing.
And that was for the win.
Yeah, Eric's hard to 3 foul because he just hits everything.
The guy kicks like a mule.
He kicks like a Filipino. Is what
he sure does. Yeah, a Filipino mule. It's very true, Gord. I'm not ever really awake. I'm just ever present.
Push out. If you're new to 9-ball, after the break and only after the break in 9-ball or 10-ball, you can play what's called a push out. You can push the cue ball anywhere. You can touch any other ball. You don't have to make contact on the 1, but then it becomes your opponent's option to shoot from where you left it or make you shoot again. And I don't like the push out he played. He just left it with like a pretty easy shot.
Yeah.
With natural shape. I think he had to get the cue ball right onto the rail there. On the push out, frozen on the end rail would have maybe done the trick.
I agree. Good morning to you as well, Mr. Terrence.
Eric did not get a spot in this tournament. He was actually in the Philippines when the tournament was announced.
Is he back now?
Yeah, he is back now. So he was on the wait list, but he didn't quite get a spot. He was close. But
I almost
no excuses. Like he saw, even though he was in Philippines.
Oh, he saw the post.
He still saw the post.
Of course.
And he could have had anybody pay the entry.
Yeah.
I would have paid the entry for him. No problem. If he messaged me, said, Benny, can you pay my entry? No problem.
Yep.
Eric's good for it all day. That guy's one of the most honest people you ever meet.
I would agree.
And yes, Blaine.
With a miss there.
Blaine is correct. When you're 3 fouling your opponent, you are supposed to warn them when they're on 2.
I agree.
And the funny thing that everyone does is they do it when it's their shot, or like when, you're shooting, you say, you're on 2. But you should tell them when it's their shot that they're on 2 is technically the rule if we want to get to technicalities.
It's true.
But in my opinion, if the guy if he fouled 3 times, he lost the game, whether I told him or not. Right? Yeah. There shouldn't have to be a warning. Come on. That's kind of, to me, that's a little bit cheesy, but I see why it's a thing, because sometimes people they just don't know that they're on 2.
I think
and then maybe they don't try as hard to hit it. But is that my responsibility to remind them?
No, but I think the reminder is more to stay away from, okay, well, that was 3 fouls, and you say, no, it was 2.
The arguments, yeah. And that's where they made the rule, was to try to just avoid
the
whole thing, right?
Inhibit her.
Yeah. David, this tournament's being played at the Leather Pocket Billiards in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
This is our our home away from home.
Home away from home, yeah. We'll have to get that logo up again. I think we lost it last night.
Oh,
LP
yes.
logo.
I can take care of that.
We had the whole thing just not
I had to
cooperate.
Yeah, I had to do an emergency in-between match fix.
Reset.
Yeah.
Hit the reset button. If only it was that easy, though. You just hit a button and it resets. That'd be great.
It's so true.
So a little attempt at a containing safety there from Brian. Has left this one dialed up. Georgios bumps into Mason while Mason's breaking, but it don't matter. Mason makes a ball. He's got shape on the 1. He don't mind. Mason is playing pretty good this week from what I've seen. He put up a really quick match last night. He was done in like half an hour. And it looks like he's up 6-3 over there in his second one. And they have a good laugh about it. And it's the one thing I really hope from everyone this weekend is that they just have fun.
I agree.
We're having this tournament in memory of a great man, and it's not really about the pool. It's more about just coming together.
Oh, nice shot there. Does he get the hold or the hinder?
Yeah, he'll be above, but he's got a thin one. Ooh, he's bringing you some Orcolo shirts he brought back from the Philippines, Gord says. Nice. Yeah, Eric, he's such a great guy. He's like, I consider him like a brother. We're like family.
Caught that thick, which forced that 8-ball off the rail and kind of...
I almost feel like he played it 2-way. Look where the cue ball ended up, Yeah. I think you got to go full blood on that one and just go up and down with the cue ball, and then you make the ball.
Yeah, be confident in the shot, right?
But if you play it 2-way, you're going to undercut it a lot, because the cut-induced throw, you're going to hit it thin, but it's going to throw.
Yep.
And it'll throw less at speed, so...
Yeah, Georgios tried to slow roll that. I think you got to go into that.
I think
same mentality.
I think he was trying to play safe there, actually, and he just mishit it. Yeah, that's right, Gord. I try to keep it light. I try to have fun while I'm playing, for sure. Remember, I used to play like every game was life or death, and then the misses were really hard,
Mm-hmm.
But since I started to just, remind myself to always have fun, I play way better pool. Way, way better. And yeah, that's right, Gord. Just the way Barry would have liked it. We're all brothers from that team, Joe, unfortunately, didn't get a spot in this tournament either, nor did Steven. These guys, they like to enter late. So hopefully they learn to enter. Well, and Joe is the only one with a legit excuse. Is he didn't think he was going to be able to play.
Yeah. Well, and I've heard from Joe now that he is in fact moving back to PG.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're going to lose him. And I'm not thrilled about that. You'd think I would be, right? Because he's stealing lots of my lunch money at these tournaments. But he makes me a way better player.
Yeah.
Just having him in the events makes me push harder throughout the week practicing.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
when you know that Joe is going to be in there, Steven's going to be in there, Eric's going to be in there, you're going to be in there, right? You can't kind of slough on the practice prior to.
You better get your butt up in the morning and go
get
hit
in
some
there
balls.
Get your grease warmed up. But without them, maybe you kind of slack off a little bit. There's that Jeff Wanless guy. Does it all the time. Has to come in.
Like we always talk about giving rib shots, but he's actually
literally.
Well,
Good job on Brian's side.
This has been an interesting morning match. We got a couple of 9 balls missed here. I might have to run away pretty quick because I think I got a match soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this from CJ. 2-way shots are more for 8 ball. In 9 ball, you should play safe or play the shot. Yeah, playing 2-way is giving yourself an excuse to miss. I like that. That's well worded.
It is very well done.
Yeah, very good, CJ. I'm going to steal that, okay? I'm going to tell my students this. Playing 2-way is giving yourself an excuse to miss. I like it. My dad loves 2-way shots, too. He said, no, you should always be thinking 2-way. I said, no, not at the high level, right?
At that level, you're thinking, okay.
One thing only.
One thing.
I'm going to make this, and I'm going to get shape, and that's it.
Yeah. Even at that, though, you don't even have to think about the shape because you did all that in your pre-shot routine. So the only thing you're doing when you're down in the shot, make the shot.
It's automatic, yeah. Thanks, CJ. Officially stolen. He said I can have it.
Done. Tricky to get to the 2 here.
Looks like a couple of matches finished, so I am going to run away. We had Stephen Folan win 7-0 again. He hasn't dropped a game yet in this event.
Who did he play first game?
Jeremiah Hampton. Oh, Hampton did win one game.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because Stephen doesn't need to be playing that good. He's no good. He's only 14-1.
But hey,
that's not that great.
14-1 is...
it's a straight pool game.
Yeah, right.
And it looks like Mason has won, and Larry, I think, beat Rick Glenn 7-4. So those are the results so far.
I'll tell you what, that Larry Walper guy, he's playing some pretty sporty pool.
I really hope he does well in this event. He's a guy who has poured his heart and soul into Leather Pocket for years. So he really loves the place. His wife worked here for years, and
his game over the last, I'll say, 2-3 years has just skyrocketed.
Yeah, well, even over the last 6 years, he's really just steadily increased his play every year.
Yep.
And he's envious too, because he does all the right things, and he's a perfect gentleman.
Yeah. Uh-oh, look out, Brian.
He's behind the 8, if not the 7. There's a couple of
literally
balls there.
Behind the 8 ball.
So I'll watch this game, and then I'll head out. As long as they don't start chopping up, a bunch of shots. And it takes a half-hour game or something, right? Well, I'll get my eyes set and, get ready for my match against Ben Francisco, my brother from another mother.
Oh, it's Benny and Benny.
Funny enough is my brother from another mother is actually here this week. Kelly Hilson, he's here.
Oh, yeah,
he's my actual brother.
Your actual brother from another
mother.
But
Ben Francisco and I, we always joke that.
Of course. Ben Francisco.
It would have been nice if it was on the stream, and then people would know that it's not my alias, right? That he's a real person.
That's right. That's right. Not sure what happened there. I don't think.
Yeah, he played a safe. He played a good safe, too. He just chipped the 4. We couldn't really see it because his body was in the way a bit. Oh, no. He fouled.
I think he totally missed it, yeah.
What? No way.
I was going to say, he completely missed that 4.
He completely whiffed it.
Oh, his body shifted. Did you see that? When he gets down, watch when he shoots, his body shift.
See him twitch a little.
See that?
Yeah, wow. Yeah, just the twitch. I actually caught something in the Fall Classic. I went back the Saturday night. I watched my match.
Yeah.
When I got home.
Yeah.
I went back and watched, and then I
wrote
wrote it. I wrote it in my notes to watch tape, like football.
Yeah.
Football players, you should watch tape, right? But I saw my foot twitch on a shot. On a couple of shots, my foot was not planted.
Interesting.
And I was twitching a little. And so I paid attention to it the next day and played really, really, really good.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was so important to watch yourself, see how you played.
Yeah.
And I played awesome the night before. It wasn't that I needed to watch it.
Yep.
It was just, I want to see if I could pick anything out here that I could improve on. And I did. I found something.
Yep.
I always suggest everybody does that when they can.
I would agree with you 100%.
Obviously,
one of the best pieces of advice I ever got.
And it's not always an option. You know, like especially in these events, your last match is at 3 a.m. and and then you got to play again at 9 a.m. So like you don't have time to watch a match, right?
Yeah.
But try.
Yeah.
If you can.
Just go back throughout the week whenever the match is done.
And throughout the week, because it can help you in the next tournament. Might not help you this one, but it might help you the next one.
It looked like this shot, when Brian shoots this 7, you watch this.
I think it was wide the whole way.
Whoa, wait, easy. What's happening here?
I think it dipped wide the whole way.
I don't know where that went now.
It's gone.
What the?
Probably just got to refresh the whole page. Maybe just click on the CSL logo or just go back. Yeah, there you go. Try to get the YouTube back up here. The comments.
Wow, now
did
it's
you,
not
did you
gonna
think
show.
it can't? Did you think it?
I think it actually caught
little.
it caught a piece of chalk or something. 'Cause
Okay.
It was heading in and then just kind of.
Oh no, I thought when he hit it, he overcut it right away. I thought it was it looked like it was going wide, but definitely there's like tracks. I was showing somebody the other day. One pocket can be very tough on a worn table because near the rails there's like kind of tracks for the balls.
Yeah.
Like lines in the cloth that are worn enough to make a track. So when you play one pocket and you roll the ball along the end rail towards your pocket, it comes out like to the first diamond. Okay.
We have a tie ball game.
Tie ball game. Okay, I'm going to leave you with it.
All right.
Enjoy, everyone.
I'm in it.
Catch you all later.
I am in it, and I'm on it. And good luck to Ben in his match. So tie ball game, now a race to 3 between the two players, Georgios and Brian, both local boys here in Calgary. Brian probably the slight underdog, as we mentioned, but certainly hanging in there, and good on him. At least on paper, he's the underdog. I kind of feel like this is a fairly squared up and even match. Watching tape of myself helped me so much, not only to notice errors, but to check later what I have done correct. Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, it's one of the best pieces of advice that I ever received was to record myself, not so much in a match when I'm playing, but even practicing, right? I can see how I address the ball, what my body movement is like, what my stroke is like. You really get to see a different perspective of yourself. And when I originally did that, it's almost an instant impact on your game because you realize what it is that you're doing right, what you're not doing correctly, and what you need to work on. So might be a little bit hampered here by that 4 ball. Nothing to do but make the 2. Caught that just a touch thick. So pretty decent opportunity here for Georgios. This table kind of lays out really well. 2 to the 3, 3, 4 is there. 5's over the pocket. 6 in close proximity. Well, that'll make it a little more interesting now. I don't think the 4 passes between the 5, 6 into that side pocket. So we'll see how he plays this. He plays it, but forgot the first part of the equation. I think he got perhaps the 4 ball off the 5 shape, but forgot the first part of the equation to make the 3. And Brian making no mistake on the 3 ball, pocketing that, but a little bit tough here on the shape for the 4. Might be able to draw up on top of the 5 ball off that left side rail. I think that would be how I would play this. Well, tries to play into it. Tries to play into it, clears the entire cluster. Now tic-tac-toe here for Georgios. 4 ball right-hand side pocket. Nice, easy pocket weight. That'll give you natural shape on the 5 ball. 5 to the 6, 6 to the 7, no issues there. We may see Georgios regain the lead. Of course, my commentator's curse is strong with Morning Pool. So we'll see if Brian can now take advantage and take the lead. Nice smooth stroke there. Nothing to do with the 6. Just give yourself some decent shape on the 7 and he should be home free to take the lead. I've known Brian for, I want to say 20, maybe 25 years, 20, 25 years. Used to play together a lot back in the day when I was playing a ton of pool. Brian was always there. We used to hang out and go hang out at the club and play pool there, playing tournaments together, played on a team together. So I'm really familiar with Brian and his game. He kind of stepped away for a little while. He's just kind of recently, I'd say within the last year, kind of come back out and started playing again. The back cut on the 9, catches it thin and leaves it duck city for Georgios to take the lead here. Very well done. Took his time, got the job done, regains the lead. Now 5-4, Georgios leading over Brian. And of course, we got to give our sponsors a little bit of love. Jacoby Cues. It is the home of the Jacoby Black. We still do have the relationship intact. I know we promoted Predator a lot, so we want to kind of give everybody the fair shake. Jacoby Cues, also a sponsor here at Q Sports Live. If you are wanting to get your hands on one, send us a message on the Q Sports Live Facebook page. We'll let you know how we can hook you up. Georgios to lead us off in rack number 10. I believe Brian just ran away to go use the men's room. So I'll give you a quick little look at the hardware that everybody is playing for, the Len Sbitney Memorial champion and runner-up. Of course, this is the first annual event, and will certainly be one that we hold for many, many, many years to come in memory of the owner here at Leather Pocket. And if you are just tuning in, help us out, hit that share button. It is Saturday morning in Calgary, Alberta. About 10 after 11 local time. Nine ball made, 9 ball spotted. No early 9s in this event. And sitting pretty good on the 2 ball. A little bit tricky here with the 3. If you're going to go to the right side rail, you almost have to be frozen to that right side rail in order to make it past the 4 ball. You do have a little bit of room, but certainly not much. Could come down kind of into the vicinity of the 9 ball. Go straight at it. Look at this. Look at this time saver. What a shot. Plays the combination 4 ball into the 3, makes the 3 ball sitting duck soup on the 4 ball. How well did that work out? Tries to nice light touch that off the rail. Makes it a little tricky here on the 6 ball. But just concentrate, make the 5 ball. Maybe 2 rails over and back. Just a little bit off. Oh. I think he was halfway between making a shot or playing the safety. Didn't quite decide before he pulled the trigger. Yeah, that works, right? 3 into the 4 ball. That will work. A little bit of indecision. And a really nice shot there from Brian on that 5 ball. Gives himself great shape on the 6 ball. Nice little pocket weight. Nothing to it. Make the 6. Make the 6. That's where the concentration has to go. Fortunately caught that again. A little bit of off angle there. Yeah, and some nice angle here from Georgios. Might be a little bit tricky though. He did one angle. I kind of thought he would give himself a little bit more. This kind of takes him a little bit close to the 8. Yeah, he tried to correct that with some spin. Unfortunately, in doing so, a little bit off on the trajectory. Corner bank it is. Nice effort. Unfortunately, that's going to sit up really well and lend itself well to have Giorgio shape up the 8 ball here. 2, potentially 3 rails around the table. And he got all of the spin on that shot. Gives Brian the old wave of apology. 9 ball sticking its nose in the game. And I don't know if Brian is much for jumping. Is he going to cross bank, perhaps? That was the effort. And it was a good effort. How does he lend, or end off, I should say? He ends off perfect, according to him. And Giorgio's going to love tap the 7 ball here. Kind of batting it around a little bit. We'll see who gets to take advantage when the opportunity presents itself. Lays that 7 ball just over that side pocket. A decent angle to make it a little bit tricky here for Georgios. Kind of on that 50-yard line, taking it up to the corner, brings in the side pocket, taking it to the side pocket, brings in the top right-hand corner. The 3 rail safe. Does he get to land on the 9 ball? He does not. Opportunity for Brian here. 7 ball, bottom left-hand corner. Even if you put that in with a little authority and you draw that off the right side rail. Oh, he swung at the 9 ball and makes the 7. I thought he made the 7. He took a swing at it. Nice shot. Look out. Look out. Whoosh. He got flirty.
I have a curiosity question for you, sir. If you're not, are you?
So Giorgio's now with the extension, the 1 bank back on this 8 ball to set himself on the 9 and potentially put himself on the hill. Didn't quite get there. Brian's going to have to shoot this one from distance. Shave that 8 ball in all the way back downtown, halfway back up top. And we will have a tie ball game again. Oh, is he playing safe instead? He did. Unfortunately, I don't know that he got there. I think Giorgios can see the hit. I don't think he can see the make, though. That is a very nice shot there from Giorgios. Couldn't see enough for the make. Plays a great safety. Brian with the hit. Does he get the reward? I think that will do. He'll be happy with that. He'll be happy with that. A little bit of a hit and a hope, and got the reward. see what Georgios handles with this one. Kind of a funny little shot here. I think you just pot this ball straight tops, I believe. Again, those little finicky angles are sometimes tough to see, but bury that 8-ball top, or sorry, bottom left-hand corner, just straight top it through. Oh my gosh, how does that 8-ball not drop? Brian throws his hands in the air, unreal. Ziggy waiting for Johnny Triple P to get finished up on that right-hand table. Steps to it. Again, a little bit tricky when they're hanging out in the jaws of the pocket. Handles it perfect. Great shot. That's how you draw out of the pocket. Nine ball to put himself on the hill. And bobbles it. And bobbles it.
Who's counting though?
Giorgio says that is 5 9-balls that he's given up there. But who's counting? We are tie ball game, 5 apiece, race to 7. It is getting tense. Race to 2 between these two. And of course they are playing with the Predator Arcos 2 balls. And all of the tables here at the leather pocket have been recovered with the Predator Arcadia cloth. And she's playing pretty slick. And we certainly appreciate you hanging out with us here on this fine Saturday morning. It was a chilly morning here in Calgary. Some frost on the windshield this morning. Overall, though, not a terrible day. So Brian with the break. Lead us off rack number 11. We could have the makings of a hill-hill match. Into the drink it goes. Ball in hand. Now it'll be interesting to see if Georgios tries the 3-foul rule again, or whether he just tries to run this table. It's a little bit back and forth. 4 to the 5, 5 to the 6, 6 to the 7. So it's a little bit of up and back, up and back, up and back. And I think he's just going to take exactly what this table offers and try to make the run to steal away the break from Brian and put himself on the hill. And again, caught it thick. Seeing that quite a bit here this morning. It is the morning yips. Match number 1 on the stream table. And another wide open table miss here from Brian. That's a couple that he's missed like that, but then Georgios has also missed a couple. And I can't say that I blame them. Me and Morning Pool, we don't see eye to eye at all. Just caught that 6-ball. Rail first with a little bit of masse. Gets it to go, but some distance here on this 5-ball. We'll see whether he decides to play safe or whether he's going to get aggressive. Try to bank that 5 up. And good morning to you as well, Debs. Yeah, we got the sound figured out. I figured that out after the first stream that we did yesterday. It was a little bit unfortunate for sure. Look at this circus shot. I thought he might get the rewards. How awesome would that have been? four rails around to make that 5 ball. That would have been good to see. And again, that pocket or the ball when it's sitting deep in the pocket like that, especially if you put tops on that, tends to grab that cue ball and hold it there, as we just saw from Georgios. But a really well executed Z shot safety. Dominic says, shout out to Albert the Animal. I gotcha. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That could spell disaster here for Brian. Went to go shoot it. Brian's like, whoa, 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 that was a foul. Now for the 6-9 combo to put himself on the hill. And he does just that. Georgios now on the hill. And that is the man behind the next event that we've got coming up here in Calgary. There is the poster, 2nd annual Huntington's disease, Hope for a Cure, happening May 12th to 14. That is a joint effort between the Leather Pocket and the Hidden Spot here in Calgary. 3-person team, $375 per team, $25 green fee. And of course, all of that going for a great cause. The man behind all of that efforts is the man right there, Mr. Georgios Zagopoulos. Put a ton of effort, ton of time into this event. I'm hoping I'm in town for it. And of course, we'll bring you all the action in that one as well with Q Sports Live. One ball back and forth, shape up the 2 to the bottom right. Nice draw on the 2, float over for the 3 ball. Very nice. Forward underneath the 9, 2 rails. Kind of wants to be right in between that 7, 8. Have the 4 ball perfect. Perfect into that top right-hand corner. Nice, just a nice little touch draw here. 6 ball into that same pocket. Oh no. Forgot to put the cut on it. Thank you very much, Peter Wood. Appreciate it. So a chance here for Brian. We can go hill, hill. Smooths it, catches horn. And almost perfect shape. Might have to put some right hand on this. Could go 2 rails with some left hand. Just depends on how he's feeling. Could go straight here as well. Goes to the short side of the 7 ball. And nothing to do here. Make the 7. Just a nice pocket weight, straight follow through, 8 ball into that right hand side pocket. And same type of shot here. Nothing to do with the cue ball, make the 8 ball, just weight is the key to the victory on this shot. Needs a little bit of bounce off this rail, and we should go Hill indeed. I didn't want to say it before he made it. Curse him. It is a race to 1. And we got to give a shout out to one of the other sponsors here of Q Sports Live, Nick's Q Innovations. Of course, he is local to the Calgary pool scene. You do not have to be local to utilize his services. However, you can give him a call, 403-667-3173. You can ship him your repair work or Q maintenance repairs that you need to get done. He'll get the work done and send it on back to you. An absolute genius at work, Mr. Nick is. Tie ball game, Hill, Brian with the break. Does make a ball, but a little snookered here by the 4 ball. More than likely we will see a push out. Are there any 3-cushion carom tables in Calgary considering the level of players? Good question. There are not, as of yet. Oh, I didn't think he could see the 1 at all, but look at this shot. Snuggles right behind the 3, sets up the 1-9. Wow, what a great shot. Oh, Jesse says yes, there is. Why wasn't Q Sports Live in Niagara this year to do the stream? Len, it was done by Hot Seat Productions. I was in Niagara Falls just with Jam Up Apparel. 3-cushion, forest lawn, 5 tables. Wow, I had no idea, Jess. Oh, he fires at it. Fires at it for the win, and unfortunately didn't make it. Good to know that, though. Thanks, Jesse. So, sorry, Cue Ball Control. Apparently there are 5 3-cushion tables in Calgary. Ziggy looking to play safe. Didn't quite cut that 1 ball. Wanted it past the 9 ball. What's going on? John Graves tuning in on the YouTube. We are Hill battling. Containing safety there from Mr. Brian. Giorgio stepping to the table. We'll see who flinches first. That 1 ball is going to dress up really well for Brian. 1 to the side, 2 hanging out over the corner. What's going on, Jeff? Tuning in on YouTube as well. Good morning to everybody. We are 11:30 local time here in Calgary. Hill battle for this match. And of course, we are live for the Len Sbitney Memorial event here at the Leather Pocket. Arizona, says John Graves. Wow, that came off so quick. But nice angle on the 2 here. Draw off that left side rail, back up for the 3 ball. Well done. Georgios looking to close escrow here. Derek Fletcher says, good morning, Grant. Good morning, Derek. And good morning to you as well, Tyson. And it's all there for Georgios to take. Straight through the 4 ball, 2 rails around for the 5. Very nice. 6 did come into play a little bit there, so good he was cognizant of that. Oh no, the yip in the arm. Wow, golden opportunity for Brian to steal away this match. And really not a lot to do here. Nice little touch draw. Don't really have to do much. Could play forward, 6 to the bottom left. I like putting that in with a confident stroke. Just pop it in and either hit and stick or draw just a little bit for the 6 to the left side, but he floated that in to perfection. Same type of shot here. Doesn't want to get deep on the 7 though. A back cut for the win. Nice draw up off that top rail all the way back downtown, provided of course he can see the cut angle on that 7. You've got to draw into this ball. Tries the bank, doubles it up. And not a terrible leave. This is a lot more difficult than first blush would suggest. Not sure if you paid any attention. Did you find the CCS at a bit disorganized with what table and what times? It was. I know in particular there was a few things behind the scenes that were contributing factors. And I mean, the Niagara Falls event has gone on for a large number of years, and it's kind of the first year that we saw that kind of thing happen. So I think we can give them a pass on it. I know it was extremely frustrating for a lot of the players. I had no choice but to hear about it. Everybody came over to the Jam Up booth and expressed their displeasure. But you know, I happen to know some of the behind the scenes things that were going on. So it's the first one in must be 12 years that they've run out of Niagara Falls, and it's their first year that they've had any kind of issues or been behind and kind of somewhat disorganized. So I think we can give them a pass. Well done. These guys are playing cat and mouse with the 7 ball. Not leaving it in ideal position for an offensive shot. At least in my opinion, Len. Right? My opinion's worth exactly what everybody paid for it, which is a whole lot of nothing. Nice shot again from Ziggy there. Neither one of these guys want to give up the ghost. Leaving him downtown once again. A lot of distance between the cue ball, 7 ball. It is there should he decide he wants to take the aggressive side of the coin. But again, right, it's just that funny little off angle position to the 9 ball. Always going to be in the back of your mind here. Right, and that's exactly what he's thinking about. Can I draw this enough to get past that side pocket to shape up the 9, or do I really power this and go straight and draw to the short side of the 9? And I think this could lay out really nicely here for Brian. Middle of the table, so he doesn't have to overstretch. And nothing to do. Pot the 7 ball back and forth. Does not want the cue ball. Look out. Sitting good. Well, thank you, John. For the match win. It was the gentleman's shot, had to wipe its feet on the way through, but in the hole she goes. Brian Seawick stealing the match away, victorious over Georgios. Congratulations to both. They're still in it to win it. Georgios is going to head to the one-loss side. Brian will continue on the A side. For myself, I'm going to shut down. We'll get the next match locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll. I will be the host pretty much all day up until about 4:30. After 4:30, I am gonzo. I'm headed off for 3 weeks. So I do appreciate you tuning in with me. Make sure you come back, hang out with me again. On behalf of myself, Ben Francis, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. I'll have the next match locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll. We'll see you back here in just a few minutes.